I felt that I definitely needed to do a Marvel comic. I've done like 10 DC videos in a row. So here is a Marvel one. And it nicely ties in with the Suicide Squads that I did. We had Justice League versus Suicide Squads. Well, here we have got Avengers versus Thunderbolts. This is Thunderbolts issue number 150, big anniversary issue, Milestone, and you might get excited when you notice that this is really thick. But, well, you'll see later on. We have got a great cover by Gregory Landsman, and I really like Gregory Landsman, and I know people hate him, but this is good. Although Juggernaut, his face, it could be a bit better, it seems a bit off. We have got Thunderbolts this side and Avengers that side, and the characters Juggernaut versus Thor, Ghost from Ant-Man number 2 versus Iron Man, and Crossbones from Captain America the Winter Soldiers versus Captain America. It's written by Jeff Parkman, and I really like him as a writer and a person, but he kind of gets lumped in with a lot of the crazy baddies on Twitter, because he really loves prattling on about politics, and there's not really wrong with that. And I will note, he has never denounced fans, he's never been rude to fans. In fact, if Jeff Parkman, if he came out and he denounced fans after this video, I'll be genuinely very disappointed. He has always seemed like a really nice guy. Like, you would tweet him like, I have just read your issue of Hulk, and he'd have a conversation with you about it. This is drawn by Kevin Walken, that is Christopher Walken's little brother, and these are the cast of characters here. We have got Ghost from Ant-Man number 2, Moonstomp, Crossbones, Juggernaut, Luke Cages, and never liked them leading the team, leading the Thunderbolts. Sorry, Jeff, I just didn't like the character, or this version of the character anyway, the Michael Bryan Benson version, where he is basically just a stereotype of an urban dad. Song Girl, Mark, although his real name is Abe, Fister, and Swamp Thing. Jeff Parkman, I reckon Swamp Thing is like one of his favourite characters. So Luke Cages is telling off the team, and then the Avengers show up, and good picture that. It's just a shame that Captain America, the best superhero in all the world of all time ever, he is stuck in his Captain America Winter Soldier's costume. And a big piece of this issue is Iron Man versus Ghost. And Ghost is really good. He's a really good character. He is like an industrial saboteur and a corporate spy. And Iron Man, obviously a businessman. And we've got great dialogue here. We meet yet again, Mr. Stark. Yep, how is it hanging, Ghost? Deceptively informal, as I expected. No need to get all dramatic, Ghost. This is pretty par for the course for me. A brilliant madman comes close to killing me. A few months later, I am working with him. It happens. There was a story where Ghost tried to kill him. It's referring to that. And Iron Man, he's like, go invisible if you want. I can still read your signature. Look, just a question. Why did you want me dead? Why does the industrialist Tony Stark care why the little people do what they do? I don't know that an industrial terrorist has room to moralize, but you are not all bad. Why can you not drop your hate on for me? What about me fits your whole global conspiracy? Everything. And though your resources far surpass mine, Mr. Stark, I believe I can think ahead of you. That is really good. That is really good writing. Really good little confrontation there. Then we have got a little joke about how all the female prisoners want to shag Thor. Then we have got Captain America and Crossbones. And again, this is brilliant. Crossbones, he shot and temporarily killed Captain America. And this is like their first real meeting since Captain America came back to life. And Crossbones, he goes, I finally figured it out, Rogers. I have been working for you all along, right? I assassinated you, so you had them put me on this team and told them to send me into every dark hole on the planet until I finally get killed. It wasn't my idea, but I went along with it. Not to get you killed, but to set an example for the rest of the prison. That the very worst of them, and that is what you are, Crossbones, can still contribute to a better world. If you can do it, anyone can. Absolutely brilliant. Captain America, my favourite superhero, the best superhero in all the world of all time ever. So these Thunderbolts, these three, they plan to do an escape, and Crossbones, Juggernaut and Ghost, they teleport off to this dimension. It looks quite nice. I'd gone on a holiday there. Of course, the Avengers and Luke Cage's, they follow after them. And there is this magic lake that when you look into it, it shows you who you really are. Like Iron Man, he looks into it and it's a little boy because he's an immature little prick. Captain America, he sees himself in his regular Captain America costume. We didn't get to see what Thor or Luke Cage sees. So the Thunderbolts, the three members of the Thunderbolts, they start a bicker amongst themselves, and then the Avengers find them and they start fighting them. They all attack the Juggernaut because he's like the biggie, he's like the big threat. So Iron Man, he is fighting Juggernaut, and Thor is fighting Juggernaut, and Luke Cage. But then we kind of unwind in one-on-one battles, Captain America and Crossbones, and this is really good. Really good fight. Jeff Parkman, he writes really good fights. I think it is one of his major strengths. He's really unappreciated for it. He has written some of the best fight scenes of the last decade. This is when Crossbones, he had temporarily demonic powers. So you can see him there shooting fire. Then we have got Iron Man versus Ghost, and it is really good again. And Thor versus Juggernaut. And what happens is Juggernaut sees himself in that lake, and it keeps changing image. Like there it is a monster, there it is him, there it is like a stone statue. And I like this bit here. Iron Man and Ghost, they come back, they haven't ironed out their differences, and Iron Man is like, stand down, Juggernaut, it's three of us against one now. And Juggernaut, the cheeky bugger, he guns, then it's almost even. So we're back with Captain America and Crossbones, and there, look, you can see his demonic powers. Like looks like Ghost Driver, actually. And as I said, this is a really good fight. All the fights in this are good. Actually, I won't ruin the end of this story. This is a recommend. Go and get this one. Then the story ends, but you'll notice we're not even halfway through the comic. So what's going on? Firstly, we have got Thunderbolts Saga. This is Songirl and Moonstomp. They're going over the history of the Thunderbolts. This car, it ain't a part of Thunderbolts history. This is useful though if you've not read it all, and they do inject a little bit of personality into it, and it's quite thorough. I do feel like this bit here with this team, it's really just quickly glossed over, because we get like 4 pages of Kurt Busey's run, and 2.5 of Fabio Nicieza's run. And Fabio Nicieza, he wrote 3 times as many Thunderbolts comics. Like this here, this is issue 34 to issue 75, plus 6 issues of Avengers vs. Thunderbolts. And this is really insulting, actually, how little is said about New Thunderbolts. New Thunderbolts lasted 18 issues, and then another 10 as just Thunderbolts. So 28 issues, and it's like half a page. Kurt Busey, he did 28 issues, and he got 4 pages. They really quickly just gloss over the Warren Fallis run with Bully Boy Mike Diddy Dardo on art. And they're quickly skipping the Dark Regime one, just a single image of that. And then half a page, well, quarter of a page about the current book. And here, some recommendations. And fantastically, I love this, because no Kurt Busey at all. This is Fabio Nicieza. This is his big finale. Same image as there. This was Dark Regime. So is this one. Really good, this one. Jeff Parkman wrote that one. And this one down here is the start of the run with Luke Cage's. Jeff Parkman again. So, a decent mix. All modern, but that's alright. A nice little variety. A nice mix of different eras. And here is why the comic is so big. They reprint all of Thunderbolts issue 1 by Kurt Busey. Not gonna talk about it. I hate Kurt Busey, and it'd be nice to have a video where I didn't have to get into why he is so rubbish. But here you've got a reprint of the first issue, complete reprint, no tweaks. So you've got all your favourite editorial mistakes from Tom Beaver, like characters coloured the wrong colour, grammatical errors, loads of typos. In fact, there is one page, let's find it, a really good page for demonstrating how bad an editor he is. Right, this is 2 pages here. Right here we have got a character saying, "And I don't like no being able to depend on the others in my squad." So, error there. Grammatical error or a typo. It's meant to say not. And then up here he spells the word techno T-H-E-C-N-O. I mean, that's like 3 typos in one word, and 2 massive errors on, like, in the space of 3 panels. People fondly remember this issue 1 because of the twist ending. The twist ending that also makes the whole thing that preceded it pointless. Like, everything we have just read was writing up to the twist. And it's not an original twist. He just stole it from a Silver Age story and he milked it for a whole series. How much was this? $4.99. That's sad. You are paying extra for that reprint. This is back when comics weren't that expensive either. And it probably says up there, 96 page, 150th issue. But it's not. It's a 30 page issue with a reprinted backup story and a reprinted bonus. It would have been better if the first story was longer, and they could have included the other characters like Moonstone and Song Girl. They weren't in it that much. I do like that main story though. It is a good story. I rate this, let's ignore the price and the reprint, I rate this 7 thumbs up.